Welcome, guys, to my second try doing a tier list. First try, my mic decided to completely shit itself, so here we go again. I'm gonna try to mess up as much as I did last time on that try, because I messed up a lot. Anyways, here we go. So the last recording actually was messing with it, with the tier list, but this is my tier list. What I think, really is. By the way, just imagine another tier list up here, but like I'll tell you about that later. But this is my opinion and like how I would use them. How I categorize them is like how useful they are and how pretty much survivability and where like their use is like really needed and really good at. And then if they excel in most of the areas, they get a higher tier. So pretty much this is where everyone falls. Everyone here is actually A tier. It just doesn't fit because this shit I couldn't find a template. Um, but here we're gonna start with Vivaro. Most broken fucking frame in the game, probably. Just go invisible for 1,000+ hours. Um, shoot, kill, optical vandal, optic core, anything. Just she's menacing, literally scary. Um, she's a bitch to farm though, so have fun. You gotta go on spy missions on every tier. I think it's like from 0 to 10, and then 20 to 30, and then 30 to 40. It's just crazy. It's fucking crazy. Um, next we have Mesa. Uh, There are gonna be some people out there who may not think he or she, whatever the fuck, I don't even know, is S tier, but to me she's an S tier because she's just fucking crazy. You take her out to plane, she kill everything. Take her to a defense, you kill everything. Take her to revival, you kill her everything. You get pretty much her survivability thing back. She also just can make herself damage reduction, and you can put adaptation, which if you don't know what that is, adaptation makes you resistant to that damage type for um about like 20 seconds. Depends on how upgraded you have it, but every hit adds 10% or whatever, how much you have it upgraded. It's a really good mod. Definitely get it. Worth 30 plat. But yeah, she's good. Then we have a Naros who he's a Naros. So I'm gonna say, just if you want a million health, just play Naros. He has like over 6, 5, 7. I don't even know. Usually people can get him up to 7k health, and like you can make him have a shit ton of armor. And then you can just never die. He's just ridiculous. And if you pair him up with Garuda, which I'll get to a point later, it's broken. Next we have Valkyr or Valkyr, whatever you want to say it. She's broken because her ultimate, which makes her completely invincible. I can't speak. Invincible. You can actually get out of it, get hit by enemies and hit your health, and then you get energy back, and then you can just go back into the mode, and then be broken again, and then hit like a million damage because her things are able to do that. Fucking crazy. Yeah, no, she's amazing. If you don't have her, get her. Tavia. Um, Music. That's all I'm gonna say. Broken. Just ridiculous. Like there are actually songs out there that make it so, like she's broken. Like you can make your own song, but there's legit like songs that make it like make her abilities just broken. It's crazy. Like honestly, she's just amazing. Make yourself go invisible, increase multi shot. I forget with melee damage, something like that. Attack. I don't even know. There's just so many buffs. I can't even remember them all. Like it's just ridiculous. Um, then we have Nidus, who I wouldn't say you can really take anywhere, but you actually can because he just can't really die because he doesn't want to die. He's already dead, but he doesn't want to die anymore. Um, he's just crazy. Um, lots. If you get lots of mutations or stacks, you're the most broken piece of shit in the game. Honestly, you put Link, you're not gonna die for a while until like level 200, 300, somewhere around there. But I don't really see why you'd run that long. But yeah, I mean, fucking broken as shit. Then you have Neza, who I did put him here. I had him here, but I put him here because, I mean, you really can't take him anywhere and not die. You just gotta make sure you use that ability correctly. But also, I mean, I would put him back here only because he's very squishy. He's squishy. He can get literally stomped on dead. You need a touch dead. But I mean, if you have that thing working, you pretty much you should be fine. Um, then we have A tiers. Three of them actually should be S plus, but I don't have that tier. Um, so Baruch, I actually would put him in S, but you really can't. Like, I mean, you can take him anywhere, but I mean, some places he's just not really like good for because usually in defense you want like a character who can buff your damage or something like that. And usually you have a frost, so you're never really taking damage. So I mean, his damage reduction, he's all about damage reduction pretty much. His passive is when you use restraint or his like little bar thingy, 50% increase in damage resistance, and then his ability just gives it 90%. Crazy, and he gives damage resistance to other people, which is good too. Which is why he's actually an A tier. That puts him in A tier already. Um, S tier I would say because his exalted weapons, which is like his fist thingies, broken piece of shit ever. Like I literally hit like 200 Ks with it because I have a condition overload build on it. Condition overload increases the increases the damage 60% per status that's on it. Usually like status being like radiation, toxin, gas, or whatever, any of that. Plus 60% for every hit. Fucking crazy. But he's good. He's definitely really fun for him, and I actually main him. Like I use him a lot. Like for me, he's an S, but for most people, he's like an A. He's pretty good. Chroma. Okay, you press. I think it's third. You press his third ability. You get hit by stuff. You do a lot of damage. Broken character in the game. So easy to build. You pretty much get him throughout as you play the game, level up and all that. Fucking just build him. Just build him. You can literally do anything you want. You can kill a boss in like 3 seconds. Dead ass. Just play him. He's literally up here, but he broke that tier. He broke the tier, and then continued Harrow, who then continued to break that tier, and just, the tier just end up disappearing because Harrow's also broken because Harrow can make your critical chance stupid. If you get maximum conversion with his fourth ability, Harrow. Um, by the way, I'm not gonna say anything about the lore. You can find that out how the fuck he's made. Um, like he adds a base 50% crit chance. So if your pistol has like 30%, add 50%, 80% crit chance, and that's not and then add pistol prime gambit or prime pistol gambit. Broken as shit. It's retarded. It's crazy. He's ridiculous. You want to see red crits? You play him. Um, and he just has like 3K shields, and then he just makes your fire like ridiculous. Which I will actually be reviewing him with the Optical Vandal. It's fucking crazy. Gotta show you something with it. Then we have Equinox. You want to kill the whole map? Play her. Then we got Frost. Frost just does a bubble. That's all he does. Alright, congratulations. You threw a bubble. Gara. Okay. Gara was actually going to be B tier because I actually haven't seen a lot of people play Gara, but I found out that you can do a range and duration build with Gara. Make her thing fully extend on like a defense map, usually like IO or something like that. Um, and then like as the enemies are spawning, do it, and then just break it, and then you kill the whole map. I I literally was in a match with some guy. He did that, and I just questioned him. I was like, how like I don't know. Usually, what I do is I do the opposite. I cast it. I go outside. I blow it up and activate my two. Or before I do all need that, I activate my two, in which all that damage that happens out when like it spreads its damage, it goes to my glass shards around me. Ridiculous amounts of damage. I can literally just walk up next to somebody and just kill them with one piece of shard. Crazy. Korra, she has a whip. That's all I can really think about. She has a whip and she has a cage where it just pulls people in and just beats the hell out of them. She's amazing. She's fun, and she has a cat. Meow. OP as fuck cat. If you got link shields and link health, and you build health on her, that cat ain't dying, bro. That cat ain't dying. And you pair that cat with a Dashrak Kavat, and then you put the crit mod, and then you put the duration mod, and then you put the I think it's a mecha mods. I think the one that has like a little like thing on the bottom. No, I think it's tech. There's like a little like mark zone. Broken piece of shit ever, dude. Most broken thing ever. Garuda. She also is gonna be joining Hero and Chroma because Garuda's the most broken piece of shit too. Because literally just wipe the whole map. All you have to do is get hit a couple times. Have to activate your, I think it's your first or second ability. Um, get hit, have a ball charge, and just sit it. Just sit there. Just charge the ball. Just go Goku. And then you kill everything. It's fucking ridiculous. It's actually crazy. Um, Other than that, we have Nova. I actually have Nova Prime, but either way, doesn't. I'm not really including Nova Primes here. It's really the same thing. Um, Nova, great all around. Really just pop her bubble thingy. her fourth ability, and just have double damage, which is amazing, especially for me with the Opticore. I just literally one-shot everything. I usually use the Vandal. I prefer the Vandal. If you know what the Opticore is, it's a big fucking weapon. Pretty much like a lot of people reference it to like Doom. It's big as shit. Does a lot of damage. But the Vandal version, which right now there's an event, Army of Fractures. If you haven't done those, go do them because you actually get to bypass. If you do them, you bypass the Mastery Rank 14 lock, which is good because I don't want to wait that long to get a powerful weapon because you kind of need powerful weapons like after Mastery Rank 8, Rank 9, because then you start doing shorties and all that, and then you want to like start doing Eidolons in which you want to get primes in which you need platinum. It's a whole process. Um, but no, she's good, really good. I mean that's all I'm gonna say. Pretty really nice all around person. But adaptation, she's pretty cool. Necros. This is literally the go-to guy who plays Hydroid. Hydroid is I'm not even gonna talk about Hydroid because Hydroid literally just is a collector that gets you items, but he just got cast out by Necros because Necros has a spoil, which makes it use his health instead of energy to make enemies drop double times of loot. Fucking crazy. He's OP shit. He just doesn't die either, and he also has people we can spawn. Crazy. Um, then we have Rhino, who is kind of like Gara, because Gara, her damage reduction thing, her second ability, is kind of like this. Same thing with Neza. But his is like full on, like he doesn't take damage. The armor takes damage. And when you do crazy builds, and I've seen a video where like you can have like a million like fair armor, just fucking crazy. He's good. He's actually really easy to build in the beginning of the game, so actually I recommend building him and using him because he will get you through a lot of missions, pretty much. Um, Volt, Eidolons. That's all I'm gonna say. You use it for Eidolons. You don't use it for Eidolons, you get kicked. That's all I'm gonna say. Saren, just like Equinox, but corrosive, and she literally just bombs the whole fucking map. Like she's better. Like she's just better than this because like her spores are just crazy. Her damage is crazy, and then blow up the whole map. Crazy. It's stupid. Trinity, Eidolons. You don't play her or have her in Eidolons, you get kicked, probably, most likely. But she just heals people. Volt just makes you faster and faster attack speed, and then has like a shield thing and that gives you like 50% more electricity damage. It's pretty cool. Trinity just makes you live, I guess. Hildren is actually a very unique character, and I love Hildren. Actually, that was actually my first frame I bought with Platinum because getting her is a pain in the ass. Like, Baruch, I bought two. These two literally are the worst frames to get, like to farm for. And you can also include Gar, because Gar requires Solaris United maxed and requires you a lot of stuff. It literally took me a month, 2 months. No, yeah, no, around 2 months, like 5 hours a day, just trying to get Garuda because like it's just so much rank and it's crazy. And like it really depends on what master rank you are. So I was on like master rank, I think like 9 when I got her on my account, and I got my friend's account like did it in like a week because he had like I think it was like master rank 15, way more than what I had. I was like master rank 9 or 8, somewhere around there. But but yeah, she's good. Hildren's amazing, big ass shields. Uh, can strip 50% of armor, so she's pretty good armor stripper. Amazing. Loki, Loki. He's just Loki. He's just like literally like the main icon of the game. Amazing. Invisible, radio disarm, lots of melee damage. Crazy. Ember. She used to be an A tier, and then she went down to B tier because she got patched. And I don't really like her new thing where like it's way reduced range but high damage. I don't like it. It's stupid. Excal. He's pretty much like the first frame you probably get. He's all around good. His sword's pretty. His exalted blade really is good. I don't really like it for like higher levels because it just doesn't really live as long. Kind of just dies pretty fast. Pretty squishy. We have Titania, who is a really fun frame, but her only downfall is just survivability. She kind of just really squishy. She just dies easily. Limbo. Actually, I would put an A tier, but I'm just lazy to move him. Um, but also like I mean, I kind of keep my B tier because there's some people that like play Limbo and don't know what the fuck they're doing. Like they just build full duration. That's it. That's all. They don't do anything else. Because how Limbo works is you press 4, there's 4, and then you press this 2. Okay, you press this 4 and then 2. You find a way to press 2 because if you don't press 2, you pretty much just screw the whole team up. It's just crazy. Um, but he's pretty good. He makes like you can literally just not you can never die really. You got to be stupid if you die with limbo, unless like something happens. But like usually you would never die as limbo. Next is Ash. Ash. I don't really know much about. I know he has like a teleport ability, which is fucking crazy and OP. He got patched though. I think people used to have him in S tiers, but then they lowered him because like his shit got patched. I think he has a shuriken to like strip armor or something like that. I don't know. I'm pretty sure. Next is Wukong. Wukong is really fun, but there's not much use cases for him besides like long survivals, maybe defense. But I mean, he's still really fun. You pretty much never really dies him if you have a good build. He's just amazing. He's fucking smack shit everything with a hammer. Just cool. Nyx actually just got a rework. It's pretty good now. He's she or he or fuck is chill. The abilities, I mean, they're pretty much like mind control abilities and all that. You control enemies and just very good crowd control. So if you actually like crowd control, she would probably definitely be here for you because she's really good at crowd control. Atlas, I don't really enjoy him, not yet, because I actually haven't played him ever. I'm actually probably gonna grind him and or maybe buy him. I don't really like farming characters who are literally a pain in the ass but and aren't like really that worth it. Because I mean that ass if you're gonna put that much time to get Atlas, I mean don't put more time into getting like a Chroma or a Harrow. It's these two are way better. But like I mean he's fun. The little rock boys you can spawn just do a lot of shit ton damage. I think he just got a new augment mod which makes him like pretty good now. So I mean I don't know, I have to see. Hydroid already said I'm not talking about him because he got replaced by Necros, but he pretty much had tentacles that like spawn loot too. Mirage is like a Chroma, but only in the light, because her ability is so when you're in the light, you get like a 500% increase in damage when if you have a good build, or maybe higher. And then like I think like 90% reduction damage when you're in the dark, which you would think should be really good for Eidolons, but she's not because even with her 5 copies, um, just you don't really do a lot of damage. I mean, maybe, but I don't know. This is weird. Yeah, because it's never sunny when you have Eidolons. You're really just gonna have damage reduction, which is not bad, but I mean, I don't know. I really haven't tried it yet. Valbon, I mean, it's fun. You can put people in the air and let them stay there for a while and do double damage. Nice voice crack. Um, but other than that, I mean, he just looks cool, but there's not much he really does. That's it. It's like a vortex thing, but I mean, the fuck is that gonna do? Um, then we have Revenant, who really doesn't really have much good for him. I mean, all he does is just spin around, do shit ton of damage. Really, if you're gonna get him, just build range. You cover the whole map. Oberon is like Trinity, healing and all that, and takes away status effects and all. But I mean, it's just Trinity is kind of just easier to use and better. But I mean, if you like Oberon, play him. I mean, I actually am gonna level him and use him in Eidolons because he's really good in that type of areas. Because he can have hollow ground and mitigate the what's it called? The little like I think it was a magnetic effect that happens when you take out a part. Next we have Banshee, who used to be literally a focus farmer, but I think she got like patched like heavily for that. If you don't know what focus is, keep playing the game. Um, Mag used to be really good too. Wants to give you a lot of shields and strip armor like crazy, but then she got massively purged. She got massively fucking hammered. Like rip. Zephyr, I mean, not that he's a shit frame, it's just like he's just not really doesn't really do much. I mean he spawns tornadoes, but like they don't really do much. They kinda just put the enemy in the air and what? Have your teammates shoot it. I mean, you're not really doing anything for the team. I mean the team could have easily killed him easily. But yeah, I mean this is pretty much the whole tier list. I know there's gonna be there's gonna be some comments or there's gonna be people thinking like, oh that should be there, that should be there, but I mean this is from for me. This is what I really think about these frames. Um, Honestly though, like it is from what I've seen compared with other tier lists. I mean, this is a pretty good tier list. Maybe some would go higher, maybe some would go lower. Remember these three are like freaking top tier, like gods, and also included Vara because she's also a fucking god. Um, but yeah, if you want a good frame, I would strive for at least an S, an A, or a B. Ness is not too hard to get. Make sure you're in the clan though. Nidus is kind of a bitch. Tavia is a bitch. Valkyrie is not too much. Naros, you just have to have money and Ducats. Ducats are a currency from Borrow. You'll find out later. Mesa, she's pretty easy. Actually, no, she's not easy. She's annoying as fuck to farm. I'd rather just buy Mesa Prime, honestly. Um, yeah, all the other ones you can probably find out easily too. Most of them are from killing um, bosses, and the other ones are from like going on different rotations of missions and getting on pieces and completing quests. But yeah, this is the tier list. I'm gonna have a Baruch video probably in 2 3 days, maybe depends. I'm like almost out of school, so I'm kind of just like making a bunch of moves and shit, getting some shit settled. Um, but yeah, Baruch's video is gonna be out showing you like how why he's like really good and all that. And I think after that, I'll probably do an Obstacle Vandal and Herald and all that. But yeah, thank you for watching. My bad, been out for a while. Kind of like in the process of moving shit and all that. But I'm settled in now. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you next time.